Namaste programs, welcome back to the stream and to Disco Elysium. I hope you're ready for a bedtime story. Read to you by me, Chaz Rover. Let's go. What were we doing? We were trying to set up a nightclub, but we've unable to pass a white check. So I guess it's back to the whirling in rags for now. Although, actually, maybe I'll go north to see what that thing was there. So, return to morale. Asocial refused to talk, maybe shopping up later after you've helped set up the nightclub. Gamrock Public Library. I mean, sing karaoke. I think I read somewhere I can get a boombox from the junk shop. When I say read somewhere, someone in the game said that. Alright, let's just wander around till we can figure out what we're supposed to be doing. Alright, let's go up here and see what we can see. Thank you for the follow, Etherox. Appreciate it very much. If you're a streamer, I will follow back when I get a moment. What's going on here? Door unopenable. Well, I guess it's unopenable. An old door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. What? Where? The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle. Impossible. 3%. Right. What is this thing, anyway? It's military. A service depot of some sort. Used to service what? The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. The lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete toad in front of him. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it. We're definitely not going to do a 3% red check. Alright, well that means we've pretty much done everything up here. I didn't realise I could zoom out. Wow, that changes everything. It's a whole new world. I've already looked up here. There was a trap up here, wasn't there? There was. Can I redo the trap? You've checked all the traps now. There's nothing else to do with them. The cryptozoologists await your report. Alright, well, they can wait just a little bit longer. I didn't realise there was a whole area up here. Cigarettes butts cleaned underway under rock. Brand Tiomuturi. Tiomuturi. Oh, fuck it, I can't say that. Well, let's not kid ourselves. Let's not try to say things we can't say. Just check something. Okay. Alright. Try and press the right button here. Correct button is pressed. Get rid of that. Alright, oh no, I have been up here. I had a look at this, didn't I? Alright, well, that's everything. I think, unless I can somehow stumble upon this girl that has something to do with the jacket or something. What is it we're looking for? Armored gloves. It's not even a jacket, it's gloves. Then we need to go back to the main part of town and see what's going on over there now. Having spent the whole day up here. So we've done all of that. Forget the way. This is not the way. This is the way. This is the these dudes. And asocial. Well, so that's there. So I need to come around over here. I'm in completely the wrong spot. Do. What's this? Come on, let's not spend all day reaching it. Bum. Looking back at you from the rust-coloured water. You. Rhetoric. Wait. Take a longer look at yourself and how you've reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Conceptualization. Metaphor. It's always metaphor. Just me, I guess? Rhetoric. No, for a second, think about something other than yourself. Think about the blood of industry here before you, the runoff from Coal City, farther down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life. What happened? The engines stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape. A landscape despoiled by industry. I don't see the problem. Revachol moved on to a service industry. Get with the times. Yo. West Revacholian industrial base. That's so me. There was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup. Yes. Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up, but you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think. Right. Let's head down here. This is the... I'm pretty sure... Yes, the fishing village. What am I missing here? Oh, I've never been in here. Maybe this is where that girl is. A girl. It feels safe and warm in here, not like outside. Where are the gloves? Where's Rachel? Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow. Little Lily. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity. She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she tours it around. Heard there was a girl here who has armoured gloves. Is that you? I have bumped the escape key. That is disastrous. Are you Lillian's daughter? Are the twins outside your brothers? What's that? Point to the stuffed bird. What's that thing you hold to a toy? Are you Lillian's daughter? Yes, I am. Little Lily. She gazes at you with her big eyes. You know my mum? Yes, we met earlier. That's nice. My mum is great, she nods. She's never angry or anything. Are the twins outside your brothers? Yes, she frowns. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look much younger than you, I have to say. Suddenly she starts snickering. They look the same. Ah ha ha. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They look identical, right? I said the same thing. They look identic. She slowly processes the word, then snickers with laughter. What's that? Pointing to the stuffed bird hanging from the ceiling. It's a grouse, she yelps, smiling broadly. Reaction speed. Wasn't Garter, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy? Yes, but what's it for? I don't know. Well, can I have it? Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. I'm just stealing shit from children? Savoir faire. All right, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go. What's that thing you're holding? Pointed her toy. It's Lambie. He's my friend, sort of like. She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate. Lambie is a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing and the fur is tattered in several parts. Oh, okay. Well, pleased to meet you, Lambie. Lambie usually doesn't like strangers, but you're also fuzzy like Lambie. Fuzzy? You calling me fuzzy, kid? I heard there was a girl here who had armoured gloves. Is that you? Ooh, she looks alarmed. I had gloves, very big ones, heavy too. Kim, where did you get these gloves? Lily, found them when Lambie and I were playing hide and seek in an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. Empathy, she doesn't want you to think she stole them. And where are the gloves now? She pouts. I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye as though searching for confirmation. Kim, we're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business. He enunciates the last 2 words carefully. Police business. Lily, ooh, she doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part. They're in my sandcastle. Sandcastle. Hey, what language am I speaking? Oh, I'm teaching my sandcastle. Sandcastle, as I would say in Sydney, although if you were from Melbourne, you'd say sandcastle. But, you know, you're weird if you come to Melbourne. There, I said it. She points somewhere outside. Behind our house, under the sand, you can break the castle. It's not very good. I did see a castle before, didn't I? Bye. The little girl's large, curious eyes remain fixed on you. Yes, Lily said she hid the sandcastles behind the house. Go get them. Go get them. Come get some. Take the ruffed grouse taxidermy. Why would I need that? Anyway, mine now, kid. Come on now. Let's go find these gloves. But wait, where did she find them? That's the important thing. Not so much where are the gloves, where did she find them? What have I... Oh, I've got the grouse. It's grouse, bro. It's grouse, mate. Behind the house. Oh, there it is. Dig, you fucker, dig. Sandcastle. Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network. Broken. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. Broken. The little castle, the lieutenant smiles a little. The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it slip in such decrepitude. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. Fair weather T500 gauntlets. Find the armoured gloves. The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets. Congratulations, that's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armour collection front. I think I already failed. I couldn't get the boots or something, even though I was meant to get all of them, but I didn't want to desecrate the corpse or something, so I won't be able to finish that quest. +2 interfacing. Clenching and unclenching your fists has never been so fun. The tiny ceramic plates make a lovely clicking sound when your fingers move. The gloves are a bit sandy, but the grip is phenomenal. +1 electrochemistry, +2 interfacing. Well, I'll take a +2 over a +1. I am now wearing the dead man's gloves. Visual calculus. As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Perception hearing. Your movements cause tiny little clicks like dice rolling somewhere far away as the plates reorient to your motions. I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. Decked out in future armor, like a cop ought to be. Decked out in future armor, like a cock. Freudian slip. Like a cup ought to be. Visual calculus. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. Well, I've already lost the boots, so I'm not going to be able to do it. Composure. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability. 1 down, 2 pieces to go. Yeah, I want the full suit. This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. I'm going to go for the study one. A new thought. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, preserve its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. Half-light. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. Is that likely, though? We're still doing Cop of the Apocalypse. Fairweather T500. It really hurts to punch in this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. It really hurts to punch this armor. A bullet would bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it? Shooting yourself? Let's see. Okay, the madness continues. We finally found the little girl. Success. I'm pretty sure I couldn't get into that house before. Now this is my house, right? Or at least I can stay here now, if I don't want to pay Garter the dickhead. The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted. Unlock the shack door with the key. Kim, I'll wait outside to give you some time of privacy to check out your new living arrangement, but just so you know, after we're done with the day, I'll still be staying at the Whirling in Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning. Shack door. The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. The shack. Well, it beats having to live in under a boat, which was what I was planning to do at the beginning of the day. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from '39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. The floorboards creak under your step. Shivers, a brisk coastal coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. Listen. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside it is cold and windy, but you're inside and it feels safe and warm. What is this place to you? My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink and die while looking at the waves roll in? My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free, that's good enough, I could live here. Looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went. Coastal part of the operation. It's free, that's good enough, I could live here. Looks like this is my... Nah, it's free, that's good enough, I could live here. Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. What? Where? This could have been you. This could still be you. A down on his luck nobody trying to survive. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. No, wait, I changed my mind. I want to choose again. No, thank you, strange sensation. Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards. Okay. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. How do I look under the floorboards if I wanted to? Mirror. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression. 17%. No good. Let the mirror be for now. We're never going to get rid of the expression. I don't want to go to sleep. I just want to see what options I have. So let's see. Please should have saved. It's no time to rest yet. Okay, good. Good. Has to be after 21 p.m. anyway. 2100, right? Right. Right. Glad we're all in agreement. Alright. Have we pretty much done everything up here that we can? Need to level up a bit more and try and win some of these white checks. Alright, that's it. I'm heading back. I'm heading back if I can figure out how. It's not that way. Wait, yeah, it's not that way either. It's around here. Allez-vous-en. 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 Sounds of life in the north. A washboard scrums filth from fabric. Does it now? Well, let's head back to... That's not the right way either, is it? Could be, actually. Where am I? Where am I? What's going on here? Oh, that's where the boat is. This is the way. This is the way. I think. Yes, it is the way. Except not that way. This way. Still don't know what these are. Oh, just money. Just something I haven't picked up. Fair enough. Oh, I see. It was... My depth perception isn't doing me any favours right now. What's Kim got to say? I haven't talked to him in ages. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we back. We back. Is this the... Don't remember what this is. This is the shop where I could possibly buy a boombox so that I could learn the song so I could sing karaoke? It is. Do you have a boombox?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
There's something I'd like to sell. I have some armor. He knits his eyebrows, thinking, then says, "Alright, let's see it." Well, there are these gauntlets. He steps back away from the glass. Oh, no, I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door looking for their missing toys. Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money. I'm rich! Electrochemistry. It feels like he would have accepted the risk if he hoped for a profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler, provided the stakes are sufficiently interesting. I don't have anything to sell at the moment. I'll check my pockets. Access your pawn menu. Well, look, the fact of the matter is, I don't know what I would want to sell. By the way, do you have any guns? Someone else came out with the same question. I've already done that. Okay. How do I thought this guy was going to have a boombox for me. Is that a boombox? Shelf of boomboxes. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that golden amber Harman Wowshy, stares at you longingly with its tape reel. So I couldn't buy it before. I didn't have enough money. Equip this to play tapes. Let's buy it. And here you are, quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes. Boom. Tape player. Equip this to play tapes. Do I have a tape? I've got an empty cassette tape. I thought I had found... There it is. Smallest church in Sanson. So if I equip this for now in this... Oh, I'm walking around with a boombox. Press play on the tape. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel is attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind a magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. Press your ear against the speaker. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Sanson, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Inland Empire. Within seconds you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room that Klasha told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit, then the tape stops spinning. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Scratch that. I'm already crying and I look dumb and old. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this, and you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Encyclopedia. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. Inland Empire. And the B side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. Or in your way. What? Garter. You will have to convince Garter to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. Kim. The lieutenant looks at you as you remove the tape from the boombox. He doesn't say anything. I'm going to go back to having this because it opens shit. Let's see. Convince Garter to let you sing karaoke. Ah, karaoke. Any of this? No. Okay. Fine. Why did this have a dot on it? It was just a lie. Okay. Boombox abort. Oldest quest that I've got. Continued. Where are we? Okay, we're not far away now. Back here we are at the fucking car. So the car, I have a couple of things to do. Okay, pick up the radio again. Connect me to Jamrock Public Library. I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library's open from 10 AM to 6 PM. Well, fuck them. We should try again during business hours. No shit, Kim! Anything else, detective? I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk. One moment. You can hear her shuffling through some papers. Can you please describe the body, age, sex, cause of death? An unidentified middle-aged man, height 170 to 175 centimeters, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Kim, we suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him and traces of vomit on his shirt. Any signs of violence? No, it seems like it was an accident. No field autopsy necessary, she repeats. Hearing. You can hear her quickly typing in the background. What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes? He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. I found a library card from his pockets. Any information on the library card? It's from Central Jamrock Public Library. It belongs to someone named Billy Mejon. Good, you have a lead. No shit. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else? We're taking the case. I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number? I doubt it because I only talked to her this morning. No, before tomorrow morning. Okay, great. Dead body. Call Jamrock Public Library between 10 and 6. Okay, well that'll have to be for tomorrow, won't it? 57th over and out. Her voice disappears into void. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff, my dudes. Talk to the cryptozoologists. Wonder where they are. These people are all the same. Here we go. The cryptozooies are here now. Well, I'm going to talk to Garter about this bird. Garter, I found a new bird for the whirling. Give him the ruffed grouse. What is this thing? The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop. What? The interior decorating kind? He inspects the bird somewhat suspiciously, then mellows. You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird, a competent piece of taxidermy. Take stuffed bird to Garter. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. He hesitates. So I don't know. Thank you? I'm going to go with thank you. Empathy. People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He likes it. He likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem. Kim, I feel good about our work here today. The lieutenant nods. It's all about the little things like bringing people random stuffed animals. Rhetoric. It's not actually about that, but he liked it. Garter, I need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. Composure. He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. Yeah, but look him in the eye. Johnny Law is about to tear it up, sad style. Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it? It's part of my quest for self-discovery. Help me. This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. You're right, it's not the time yet. Yeah, but look him in the eye. Johnny Law is about to tear it up, sad style. The whirling doesn't need more sad style. That's one of the styles it can do without right now. This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm sorry. By causing more trouble, I think we're good. It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me? The whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers. Why do you even have a PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, but then stumbles on his own words. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. What happened in 44? It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used. When was the last time the band played? What happened in 44? A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke. It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used. Okay, yes, it's for some clients, he admits reluctantly. I'm a real client, I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Okay, fuck me then, just fuck me. No, I'm a real client. Ha, well, he comes up with a counter-argument. We don't have any tapes, they all got stolen. Drama. He's lying, but whatever, you don't really need his lame tracks. It's alright, I have my own song with me. Give him the tape for the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown, hard. Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing, just get out of my hair. He shakes the tape at you. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. Hearing. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Goodbye, Garter. Goodbye. Get up on the stage in the evening. Well, is it not the evening? Is it not karaoke time? Why was this giving me a quest... exclamation mark? Just messing with my OCD, mang. We're doing it. We're doing it. It's karaoke time. Fuck the cryptozoologists. The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. Savoir faire. You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly. Garter. So are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel. 72% red check. Look around the room first. The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention, but you still feel your knees turn to noodles. Okay, now a couple is looking at you, even worse. Savoir faire, just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff. Okay, 83%. Put your lips against the microphone. Test it. Immediately a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where would you put your hands? So now I've probably fucked this up even more. Fuck! No! Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke. I can see that. Lieutenant steps away from the stage, ready for your performance. So, am I always... I have to do more drama. I'm just going to have to do more drama. I can't risk a 58%, especially when I had it at 83%. God damn it. Alright, zipdo-chorologist.
My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
He grins, bowing awkwardly. Well, I'll talk to her after I've talked to this guy.
Name's Gary. Boy, am I ever so grateful to you. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank you.
He nods towards Lena. Okay. Seems like Lena's the fucking, the boss around here. As it should be.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was just on my way. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now. I knew it, you hear Kem say quietly to himself. Eight-eyed Terratorn tie. Well, in that case, 3D, let me give you a small token of my gratitude. She hands you a ribbon tie held together by a silver bird skull. It's a tie. Mexican in origin, the pin is antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community. Interfacing. The little slivery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. Encyclopedia. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important. 58%. Maybe you could convince her to call cryptids. Okay. You never told me you've seen the phasmid. Phasmid? Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings. Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard. But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right. Visual calculus. Measuring things is important. How did she get the size? Moral. You were a child, my dear. Really, it's extraordinary that what you're able to describe. Now go on, tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field. Kim. Reflexively, the lieutenant readies his familiar notebook. Well, it was summer, she starts. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one, many times my height, I remember, when all of a sudden... Wait, where was this and how old were you? What happened? I looked up and one of the reeds moved, not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me, its body unfolded like some antique toy. She shakes her head. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know how this could happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. She looks at you. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. Did you follow it? I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me. Then what? I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk and told her they were looking at me. She chuckles. Of course, she laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys, that sort of thing. She brushes her hair back. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel. We were on a date, can you imagine? She tells me a story and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed. Lena. It did, yes, like reeds in a gust of wind. Morel, the way it moved, the colour, how some of the limbs were white like marble, he breathes excitedly. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession. He looks at her with admiration, for getting a wide smile on his face. Getting a wide smile on his face. You were on a date? Our first, yes. The old woman looks at her husband tenderly. Drama. The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express even to him. Interesting. She's lying. Its limbs are white. Not all of them, he answers for her. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends. How big was it? It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case. Visual calculus. What if it is the case? Maybe you imagined it, Lena. Morel. How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect. Logic. So she couldn't have made it up or imagined it. Lena. That's true, yes. I almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, she lowers her voice, imitating a boy. You're trying to tell us you saw Sir Interlindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here, she smiles. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it. Kim, what do you think of this? I thought it was a wonderful story, ma'am. He closes his notes and gives her a simple smile. Thank you for sharing this with me, conclude. Alina, you're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just, she sighs, such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm. Empathy, and she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own, into the mud, anywhere. Back when she could walk. Did the phasmid do this to her? Has the terror torn tie? What does that mean? What does that mean? That's all for now, ma'am. So, terror torn tie. That's a +2. Drama or Inland Empire Volition? I might as well put the tie on. Why the fuck not? Does that change?
Oh, hello, sweetie.
What if I'm wearing the tie? No, it just has it. So, explain. Return to Morel in the whirling with the news.
Haha, nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
Gives you a gruff pat on the shoulder. Empathy. He tries to play it cool, remain professional, but inside this man is itching for some news on those traps. So I checked all the traps. Good, okay, he breaks his calm and one of them was empty. Completely empty, the cryptozoologist's eyes grow on. Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid. Lena. No locust, but no phasmid either. Morel. That's not ideal, but he rubs his chin. The empty trap was the one at your campsite. Maybe this factors into it somehow. Morel. I definitely left that one stocked. Lena. Right from the campsite. The old woman's face lights up. It just means the Interlindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought. Rhetoric. She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them. Kim. Of course, the detective whispers to himself. More clever. Morel. Yes, the Phantasmodia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news. They will have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure. Gary. His companion sighs. Another trip to the reeds. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid. It's not very scientific to reason backwards from a conclusion you want to be true. I don't know, I'm not persuaded. I'm gonna, because rhetoric told me to, I'm gonna have to do this, but I probably wouldn't otherwise. It's not very scientific. I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts, unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no, his tone changes. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now and brought some great news too. My gratitude and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Revachol is yours. Inland Empire. Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Savoir-faire. Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft? Kim, thank you. It's an honour, he says with a straight face, then turns to you. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but... Conceptualization. Damn it, Lieutenant. Have you no intellectual curiosity? Develop an alternative theory about the missing locust. 92%. White check. Let's... Kuno's a hooligan. Kuno did it. Interfacing. Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person, hands small enough to fit inside the trap too. Logic. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno. I think a little hooligan called Kuno may have stolen the locusts. Morel. A little hooligan, but what would a child want with bugs? Lena. A shadow of worry passes over the woman's face. Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks. I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up. Him. Delinquents. My favourite. It doesn't sound like it's really his favourite. Lena. Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close. Gary. The man turns to his companions. Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me. Drama. He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well be hiding something. Still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late. Lena. Really, Gary? The woman's voice is a little shaky suddenly. We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but... Gary. Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. He looks at his tea. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run. He's a poet and he doesn't know it. Morel. No need to apologise, Gary. You've been more than helpful. We'll have to take a range check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're going to follow this through. Alright, let's talk to this guy before he runs away.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary.
G'day, Gary.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Ah, you're a racist. Fuck you. He turns towards Kim. Kim. The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Logic. Yellow man. Might this be the owner of that mug you found in the trash? This is something to ask him about after a little probing first. Not a lover of the great outdoors? Yeah, I'm more of a city boy too.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Ah, like me. Drama. This man respects authority too much to see you for what you are. Pretend thou art a sober man. I am neither of those things, I can assure you. I'm a by-the-books, clean as a whistle, teetotaling officer. I'm not even tempted to touch intoxicant. Degenerates, I've been trained to identify the slightest hints of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it. Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate, maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. Have you been tempted to drink? Pretend to be thou art sober. Degenerates, I've been training to identify them.
I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
His gaze shifts nervously to the floor tiles. Do you know anything about the man? We need a bit of probing. So are you a cryptozoologist too? No, I help Morel with research sometimes and I've learned some things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. Conceptualization. After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one. I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favourite? Oh yes, the burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care because I won't be the one looking for him out in the Safri-Serai. What's a burning rhino? A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do. How do they burn? They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire. Logic, but how is this combustible fluid lit? How does the lighting of this fluid actually work? The rhino starts running very fast to build heat, then stops, raises its head, and sparks fly from its neck, setting its back ablaze. This seems unlikely. I can buy into that. I just want to be like that rhino, running through the night with guns. This seems unlikely. Gary, yeah, well, Revachol used to be flaming rhino once, a long time ago, he says, and then pauses thoughtfully. That seems unlikely too, doesn't it? Rhetoric. The super solid argument, Gary. Can't argue with that. Why only the males? Gary, the flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behaviour. How so? During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly. Local peasants call it the Passion Ring. They fear the Ryans, as perhaps they should. Anyway, Kim, the lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes. Empathy. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual. You were surprised to see my colleague, Kitsuragi. Not many Seolites here or anywhere other than Seol. I meant no offence, truly. Do you have a problem with the Seolites? Lieutenant is a native of Revachol. Yes, what are they doing the Seal of their scheming? Lieutenant is a native of Revachol. Oh yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. He flashes an impenetrable smile. Let's change the subject, okay? Let's see. Is this your mug? Hold up the yellow man mug. My mug? Why? Why would you think that? You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. It seems as if you're calling it longingly when you cried yellow man. I can see you recognise it. It's in your eyes. You look like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this. Home in his colonial mug collection. You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offence meant to anyone. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of man who knows it's a crime to lie to an officer. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Gary, okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I'm very sorry, officer. He pauses. You're not going to find me, are you? I am rip out a fine slip for 20 real. I am rip out a fine slip for 100 real. I am rip out a fine slip for 250 real. The maximum. Nah, Gary, I just want information. Whoa, he's visibly relieved. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koshko's price dumping us out of the competition. What? What did you do, Gary? Nothing. Just answering some questions, helping out the law. Electrochemistry. Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info. Sorry, okay. I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Kim. Disgraced? The lieutenant raised his eyebrow and looked up. No need for the histrionics, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container. Reaction speed. He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer. Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container? Officer, please, he raises both hands. Let me explain. It's not like that. Do. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know. Okay, then what happened? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them in the whirling's trash along with a broken mug immediately. He changes his mind mid-sentence. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too. Kim, right, it was just civic duty, the lieutenant remarks drolly. Exactly, that's exactly what it was, civic duty. Ping! What was this? Ping! Hearing. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks like the clinking of a glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where? My gloves! You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armour, would you? Armour? No, he changes his mind. I mean, yes, of course, I know he was wearing armour, but I don't know anything about it. Drama. An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. Composure. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded. What's that strange sound? What sound? That clinking I just heard when you moved. Don't mess with me. I think you know what I'm talking about. I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting. We're not in the reeds. We're in the bar, mate. You're lost. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. Maybe it was pinball? Let's move on for now. I hope I could help your investigation in my small way. He's visibly relieved it's over. Logic. Does this mean you were in his apartment admiring his colonial mug collection? Perhaps it would be interesting to tell him. 42%. Why is he shifting around like that? Analyze Gary's composure. So Gary, you live nearby, in an apartment in Martinez, pointing in its direction. Sure do, officer. His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going. Have you found your door open lately? You're a big man from Heimdall fan. Mr. Clare must be very angry with you. I think I broke into your apartment. I'm very sorry. We'll return to this later. For now, let me ask you something else. Mr. Clare must be very angry with you. The colour drains from his face. Mr. Everett? Yes, he insisted I open the door to your apartment. So you work for Everett Clare. He realises what's going on and changes his tone. Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me. The man looks around, whispering. He makes sure no one else hears you talk. Composure. As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back. Really, I don't even know what this is about. I just opened the door. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but he doesn't like you. Try not to shit yourself, Gary. It's just an open door. Nod grimly. Our discussion on this topic is over, Gary. Try not to shit yourself, Gary. It's just an open door. What could it be about? He frets to himself, not taking your advice. I probably talked too loud, in the whirling, about some theories I had. Whatever it is, I'm done with it. He looks around nervously. I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you or the union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can. Half-light. This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. He has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together. Kim. The weather vane has turned, the lieutenant remarks with a smirk. He cannot be unturned. Empathy. He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door opening operation. We're now up at 72%. Well, watch me fuck it up by doing this one. You know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling in rags? I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that. He shifts uncomfortably in his clothes. Composure. He's not feeling too comfortable in his own skin. Odd, I'd say. Drama. Uncomfortable. Shifting around doesn't make him the killer, though. It's something else. 72%. Let's give it a go. Boo! 72%. Composure. Is he? He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of bead might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes? Are you currently sporting some anal beads? Are those prayer beads I keep hearing? Gary, are you cross-dressing by any chance? He furrows his eyebrows. Why would I do that, officer? To feel closer to the fair sex? Ain't no shame in it, man. He shakes his head slowly. But, officer, I'm not wearing any women's clothes. Locked. We're gonna need composure to get that. Oh, we could do it again almost immediately. Alright. Should be moving on here. Let's see. Who put the clothes in the trash? Analyze Gary's composure to find out if he's hiding something more. So in order to do that one, I'm going to need to composure myself up. Now that was the stuffed thing to Garter. And then Mythic Instincts. Find out the real reason the trap was empty. Local kids might know. Ask Kuna about the empty track, then look around the yard. Okay, do I want composure? Where is composure? Why can I not find composure? Here it is, it's the last one. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. I've already got +4. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for these, so... Is there any multiple... Okay, composure. There's 2 composures. That can be redone. And Gary. Let's, alright, 3 composures. Let's level up composure. Done. Get changes and close. Let's do a quick save. And look, it's been nearly an hour, 3 minutes to the hour, so time to get up and move around. Gonna take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. Alright, we're back. Okay, what are we doing? What's this telling me? It's telling me that I can do Gary again. Maybe we should go around doing some of these white checks. Maybe. I honestly, to be perfectly honest, have no idea who made the call. Keep searching for the caller. This might take some time. Find a way into the secret passage. Okay, that's Alice next day. Alright, well this is the oldest one, so let's talk to Gary again.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad to be back from that little excursion.
Oh, bet you are.
I mean, officers.
Yeah, you racist dick. 83%. Try it again. Boom. That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons barely keeping that thing together as if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Something worn underneath it? Composure, yes, like a piece of ceramic armour, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in a yard near where he lives. I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear. Gary, he freezes, then sighs heavily. I knew you'd figured it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. He unbuttons the shirt. You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know. Drama. We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth. Empathy. This shame is surprisingly sincere. Lena. Gary, what's going on? Gary. I took the hangman's cuirass. How do you say that word? Cuirass. Cuirass. I think it's cuirass. I didn't mean to. God damn it, Gary. I know. Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once. The woman looks at you, her eyes soft and pleading. Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation, officer. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay, and he's followed Morale into God knows what jungles. Empathy. He's a loyal friend. Give me that armor now. What did you really put those clothes in the trash? Why did you lie to me, Gary? Do you know who killed the hangman? Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it, and they scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. He looks at his feet. So I went there to take out my trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and he swallows. I had a lapse of honour, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning, no one saw me. I took it with me, it was a mistake. Had I known I'd either give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have. His lips start quivering. Fuck. Drama. We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone. Kim, it's okay. The lieutenant jots something down in his notebook. It was a loose end, and you're tying it up now. Gary, I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man, he says silently. Sea Light officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when he shakes his head. Rhetoric. They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly. Why did you lie to me, Gary? Because I was weak, he says, staring at nothing in particular. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but... Lena, he's a scaredy cat. The woman looks at Gary, her eyes motherly. Do you know who killed the hangman? I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore. This is all he knows. Give me that armor, now. Give me the armor! What changed? Nothing. I guess he does look a little bit smaller, maybe? Gary. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots come into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. Interfacing, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton. Are we done here, Gary? Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. He looks around, relieved of some burden, his mouth still quivering. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word. Thank you for your cooperation. Just realised I was meant to put something in the letterbox. I sort of vaguely remember where that was. Alright, we've got the... Ooh, +1. No, it's only a +1. Pain threshold, volition, and -1 empathy. So do I want logic or empathy? Sorry, logic and then get pain threshold and volition. I like my empathy. Where's logic? Logic. Oh, I've got a lot of logic, haven't I? Alright, fuck it. Fuck it, we're putting it on. We've got to be walking around with this shit, that's for sure. We can't get the boots because I think that's a failure. Because if I go all the way back down here, back down your gun. I'd never actually found my gun though. Let's see, where's the rest of the armor? But because, yeah, I can't get all of the armor because the corpse is gone, I believe. All right, hang on. So let's go do letterbox. Go see what's this looking at now.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are
58%, still not worth doing. Well, I guess I could. It's a white check, and then I can always upgrade that particular stat to do it again, which will of course make it easier. Got to talk to Kuno anyway, so hang on, let's see. I broke these gates. Okay, so this is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking it into the sea. No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, he gestured towards the gaping hole in the fence. You did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene. Good on me. Good on me. Oh, she's up on the roof now, but I can't get up to that roof, I don't think. Kuno, I'll be back in a second. We can't find the... Am I able to find more things in this? Looks like I've already done all this. I think I've found everything I can there. We need to talk to Kuno, but I want to find the letterbox first. What's this white thing? Locked. There it is, there's the letterbox. The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito bullet holes and an RCM sticker. Drop the white envelope into the mailbox. You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. Hearing. About a week's worth of mail is collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Logic. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everett, you know. He's going to play you somehow. Alright, let's go back to Everett. The lieutenant turns towards the industrial harbour. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I mailed the signatures. Okay. I'm going to talk to Git features here first. Where are the... What am I looking for? Where are the locusts?
Have you come to make an offering to Kuno?
Check out this bizarre drug I found. Show him the Pierholidon. No you don't, he stops you. No one is checking out anything, put that away. Bitches slapping each other, fighting for Kuno's attention. Kuno likes this pole dancing shit, but it's not good enough, he crosses his hands. Authority. Kim is never going to be okay with you handing something like this off to a minor. The plan is either off the table or you need to do it when he's not around. Got it. Alright, so I can't even talk to Kuno until I can give him something. How come I never ended up with the book? How do I get to the roof there? Talk to that woman. Is that... I need to be able to get through her door, maybe. Wait. What am I doing? What am I doing? I've got to go talk to Everett, right? Let's go do that, I guess. I guess that's what we've got to do. Let's pick up our cash first. They have surprises. Time machine, insert your bottles. $1.80. Fuck yes. Okay. I don't even remember how I get to that nerd over there. Up here. Oh, I've got a key to this door now, which gets me through there, right? This sort of rings a bell. It's been a while. It's been months. Oranje. Oh, is there stuff I've missed in here? Although I've got... I forget now. I've got something that... Oh, okay. I'm just 58% is too low. It's too low, I tell you. This is the only telephone. Machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Let your muscle memory dial a random number. Okay, let's do it. Your fingers run over the dial pad 005, that's the dialing code for Revachol 4952, and a final moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers 993. Calling, still calling, then Video Revachol 24 hour, a crackle. Someone picks up, they say, Video Revachol 24 hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lemmy, how may I help you? Hearing, the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. What is this place? Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 to 10mm films for home use. This is Lenny. No, I mean, what is this place to me? Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here? Do you know me? No. Why did I call you? Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harriet Dubois. Do you have anything on my name? Let me fire up the machine. Keys are being pressed in the background. Dubois. Here we are. We haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. What kind of film is that? It's not an easy watch, he reads. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Sims immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Main. Shivers. On the corner of Voyager and Main, a large neon sign hangs on the side of the building. Video Revachol 24 hours. It's raining and there's almost no traffic on the street. A woman's footprints in the mud lead away from the front door. Tiny heels tiptoeing down the road. Beautiful steps, light-footed, with a lifetime ahead of them. You look up and the air seems to grow darker. The call was terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. I mean, really? Oh, well, there we go. I talked to a video rental place. Just what I needed to do. Where is this nerd? Green thing down there. There's a green thing down there. It's up here, right? No. Wait. No. What am I missing here? Oh, here. I've forgotten the way. This is the way. This might be the way. It's possible this might be the way. Do I have persuade the door to open? 8%. Been in the world for 2 days. Erratic yet thorough. Don't know what's in there. Meanwhile, this dude's over here somewhere, right? Oh, money. Money! Give me your money. Alright, Everett. Where is he? He's over here. Where? Why? Who? This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's... Oh. Alright.
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
His grin widens.
Now, what can Everett Clare do for you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail. The golden boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. He claps his hands together like a child who's just been offered cotton candy. Of course, I already knew this. Level up, my friend. New skill point. My friend the mailman confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. He nods to the lieutenant, smiling broadly. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun. Nothing is off the table. Drama. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in. The signatures I got, I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise. Did you order the hangman killed? Can I get my gun now? Can I get my gun now? Harry, I've got to be honest with you, he turned solemn. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done. Fine, where is it? An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out. Logic. This must be the woman who brought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying. So the gun's still with the woman who brought it from Roy. Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. He smiles and shakes his head in wonderment. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that. Wild. Anyway. The neighbours of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me in the Debardiers Union. Apparently she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. She was waving it around at people? Who is this old woman? Who is this old woman? Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're going to have to go in blind, Harry, but she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs. I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig. A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth. She was waving it around at people? As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. He smiles. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry, no one got hurt. Encyclopedia. We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out. Can you set up a meeting? I already have. He holds out his index finger. Tonight, starting at 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast, the one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, he claps his hands. Back to the fun stuff. Inland Empire. She'll be there from 10 o'clock to 2 a.m. More fun stuff. He looks at you. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do. It's the signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise. Harry, he shakes his head. By now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, or let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces. Composure. He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large. Kim. So the village is doomed, the lieutenant says grimly. Everett, you were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, he slams his fist on the table, causing some of the coffee to spill. We are going to reset it. Reset, he repeats, I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. What do you mean? Harry, imagine a youth centre, supermarket, church complex, employing hundreds, no thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life, all those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. He leans forward. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for fuck's sake. Oh, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Youth, supermarket, church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that? Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on. Pain threshold. The pain is true. He's seen the kids do worse than that. Wait, but will you erect a statue to yourself? Joyce was right when she said you were up to something. Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote. Joyce was right when she said you were up to something. Damn right I am, Harry. The fist lands on the table again. I'm going to make the working man as rich as she is one day. That's my job, just like yours is to keep the peace. Did you order the hangman kill? I did not, Harry. He shakes his head energetically, although I am very, very glad he's dead. What do you gain from him being dead? Why, a war, of course. Kim, and what do you have to gain from a war? Right. Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realise there is a war. They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men? Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinez. With all the units in Revachol and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste. How is this connected to the strike? Harry, there is no strike, only war, class war, or in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, he pauses to rub his chin. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we don't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them, the roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people. And fuck Wild Pines. Hearing. The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often. Kim, so that's why you haven't let Joyce in? Yes, it's also why I let that midget Gormont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. He looks at the swordfish clocks and nods. It's already happening. How many of you guys are there in the Union? 2,372, he replies like a whip. Plus yours truly, of course. Logic. 2373 is a sizable contingent for a labour organisation in Revachol. How are you going to fund your new independent harbour? Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contracts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients who'll ditch us, Harry? I've rethought of everything. Logic. Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day. You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse. Sure, some will go, but mark my words, the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams. What kinds of bold, new exotic revenue streams are we talking about? Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. He pushes up his glasses as he laughs. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me, and my novelty swordfish clock. Composure. Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again. Ooh. You should definitely come back here and ask again if you learn more about the Union's dealings. There's something he's not telling you. Okay. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debardiers Union. Suddenly there's sadness in his tone. This, he points to you, then himself, has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. A few more questions about the harbour. Nope. Anything about the murder? Nothing new. Let's go. Alright, well, we talked to this nerd. This nerd has been talked to. Confront the pigs. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. On the boardwalk. Can I go out this way? I can't. There's nothing. What's that noise? What's that noise, I ask you? I have a skill point. How are we doing here? We're still doing Cop of the Apocalypse. So I'm over in far right at the moment. They are no. Where? I've still got something for her. Joyce. That one was 50% or something. So, authority. Let's put a point in authority. Done. Done. You can't say it wasn't done. I'm zooming right back out. Was this someone I needed to do?
Oh, hey, mister. I need
be back to talk with old Leah here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larisse said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And a lot of folks really did keep coming back.
Leo, in the future, can we keep this greeting shorter? No, I had some questions for you if that's not too much trouble. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. But I've already answered everything, so let's keep going. I remember my childhood in Brighton. My dear old dad would bounce me on his knee. He said, what the fuck's this? And so, dormancy. No, that's all fucking done. My dear old dad would bounce me on his knee. So what was, there was something, no, where you going? I could see a green dot down here somewhere. Where is that? That's back at, what's his face's apartment? His name was Jack, I guess. He said, son, there ain't nothing as exciting as exposing beasts to inhumanity. That's why I'm happy to be king of the creatures. Wait a minute. There was this guy, I think. What, can I get past him yet? Kim, what do you think about this? I think this Racist is better than the last, but the next Racist will be the really good one. That will be our lucky Racist. How do you know there will be a next Racist? I like the previous Racist better, actually. How do you know there will be a next Racist? There always is. True. Racist reality, he nods approvingly. Let's go over that funky race qualification again. No, fuck off. So, I don't know how I get past him. I guess I just don't. Measurehead is the law. I am the law. What about this dude? Is this Renee?
Hola, wandering man.
No.
How can I help you?
That weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection. Yeah, he nods, rubbing his chin. The janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values. See how we're all busy concentrating on racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants. A man with such a family can't be that bad. Well, I'm saying there's a lot of mugs. Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the boss man says he's a real piece of work. He touches his beret. Thanks for helping out, friend. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Los Hardys, he smiles. They're an independent militant group, a bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everett's law. He takes a swig from his flask, but really, they're just like you. Is that right? Just like me. Who else can we talk to?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on...
Fuck that. This guy got anything new to say?
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah, you racist dick. Got a smoke? No. Extra chemistry. He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage. Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking. Can't have it. Hand it over, I'm confiscating it as evidence. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. He puts out his cigarette and flicks a tiny stub towards the street. Cool. I changed my mind anyway. I bet. His cool gaze pierces deep with noxious effluence wafting in the surrounding air. Sorry I couldn't be of any help. He gives you an ambivalently mocking half nod. Okay. Still not 10 PM, so... Talk to this guy, maybe?
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
He searches for the right expression. 17%, huh? Got any smokes on you? Nope, don't smoke. He nods towards the big lorry behind him. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around waiting for the jam to disperse or waiting for the sweet release of death. Smell. Hey, isn't he like smoking right now? The smell is in the air. Where you smoke? You're smoking right now. Okay, his eyes smile, but this is my last one, and it's a bad habit. You should quit before both of us have lung cancer. Yeah, good point. Good point. I see your point. It's a very good one. Thank you for making it. Don't think there's anything new from here. Don't remember what this was. Horseback Monument. We talk to her.
No, man. You got me at an opportune moment.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've forgotten there was someone who told me I had to go talk to her, and then I went and talked to her and it didn't do shit, so... Am I missing anything over here? No. Can I buy cigarettes? I seem to remember I need cigarettes for some reason. Oi, give me the drugs. You do have to do this.
Is this about the questions?
Shimmering wall of vices. A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lines the shop wall, inviting you closer. The clerk sees you eyeing the goods behind her. Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Give me Astra cigarettes. Nice. You know what? Buy on everything. Doing it. I'm doing it. Who knows when it might come in handy. Who knows when it might come in handy. These are all tools, huh? Am I still... Sing karaoke? No, I've had a drink. I had the, Wait, I found a jacket. What happened to that jacket? There it is. I didn't take it back to idiot fucking Boombox or whatever his name is. Alright, well we've got to head up that way anyway, so... Let's go hand that jacket back. We still haven't found the poltergeist or whatever in the library or the bookstore. Nothing as exciting. Let's go see if we can move that on. I don't remember what... Oh no, it's locked because it's night. Fuck. I've done that before. I've got to remember to come back during the day. During the day, I tell you. Let's go see what that green dot was. What's this? Pain threshold. The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache, your breath grows heavier. Visual calculus. More old bullet holes, half a century at least from the revolution. Examine closer. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. No, don't fucking hurt me. Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier. Kim, you okay there? The lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Breathe out sharply. Yeah, I'm fine. You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around. The lieutenant looks at the wall. Remnants of the revolution. These are over half a century old. Is there something we should do about these? No, we're not constructors and renovators, and these bullet holes do not warrant an investigation. Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution? Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go? Yeah, useless. This. Oh, that's for the exit from the other thing. Someone's washing dishes. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside walking from room to room. Whoever lives here must be back home. Alright, I guess that means Jack's not in the... Did I ever manage to talk to this guy up here? Don't think I did. Balcony. Balcony's what we wanted. There he is. Talk to this nerd. Oi, nerd.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. Conceptualization. His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. Electrochemistry. And his shirt is still unbuttoned. We found a key hidden under a stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to visit me.
As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
What I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up. I'm not trying to make anything right. I'm just going to make them spectacular. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the murder scene. I'm not going to just make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door number 28. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the skyline. Why would I want to meet your friend? Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline. That's why I chose this place. He looks away, his cigarette end glowing in the dark. Martinez is special, isn't it? Kim, wait, suddenly you're digging things? The lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. Why would I want to meet your friend? Trust me, you do. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighbouring windows have lit up one by one. Sight. Downstairs a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. Besides, I've got to run. Composure. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again. Run where? But I just found you again. Go if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. Go if you must. I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. Don't worry, we'll meet again. He gently rests his hands on your shoulder. Come find me in the bar of the Whirling some evening. Shivers. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club. Music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Alright, go then. Take care, alright, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. Okay, so that's because I spoke to him, and now we're doing Interview the Sunday Friend. He won't be there later. Okay, well, let's better do it then. And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him. He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? There's something so different about him that I can't put my finger on. He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? Who knows, detective? It's a mystery, he says, turning his face away from you. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Different, of course. His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He's such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's always something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. He smells good. Why on earth does he smell so good? There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. Something so mysterious about the way he talks. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious. Very. ... ellipsis. He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview, his Sunday friend, remember? He nods at the apartment door before you. Yes, autosave, yes. Well, I raise you a manual save. Let's go, Sunday friend. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. An exquisite canopy bed canopy bed made of metal. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Buckets of paint on layers of old newspapers. A hat. A +0 hat. Well, I think my current hat's better than that. It is. Nice. What's in here? Ooh, +2 silk robe. Interesting. Drama and electrochemistry. Basically got a +1 on. Oh no, it's jacket. It's jacket, so it's a +2 already. Esprit de corps, visual calculus, or drama and electrochemistry? Oh, I'm putting this one on just for the hell of it. Ah, that's looking good now. Looking good now, brother. It's disco all the way down.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
The man assesses the situation. Composure. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances. Did I just accidentally put on something I needed to?
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sur la Clef.
Glad to say he's saying sur la clef as well. That's what I was
my
saying.
Friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
How's it hanging? Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things. Point at the bed. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Point to the silk robe. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from. Show him the Samaran hat. We'll get to that. Right after that, you tell me about that black Samaran hat. Get down to business. Hello, Mr. Villedrin. Villedrin. I can't say it. Let's get started. Point at the bed.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy.
He smiles.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms little rooftops with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. Oh, I should have done the robe. I should have done the robe. You actually witnessed the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. The man gives a solemn nod. Turn to the lieutenant. This is just the break we've been looking for. Yeah. Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions. He eyes the spectacled man near the window who smiles and spreads his hands. Start from the beginning if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. Drama. He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers like a drama teacher setting the scene. Kim, the lieutenant is already scribbling down notes. What do you mean, like in a play? Friend, it was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. Kim, it sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective. He nods to you. Who were they? Can you describe them? How many of them were there? Who were they? Can you describe them? I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them, but they were very loud and very Martinez. He pauses, looking for the right wording. Let's just say that the labouring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. How many of them were there? I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10, maybe 8? Kim, the lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number. Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge? That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human so far as I could tell. What happened next? I went back inside. Kim, were you able to see anything from inside? Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. Were they men, women? What ethnicity were they? Were they men, women? All men, I presume, but again, I couldn't see very clearly. What ethnicity were they? I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them, and I'm quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. What happened next? Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. Eventually their shouts died down and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. Why didn't you call the RCM? The man wipes his glasses. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. Kim, what about what time was all this happening approximately? Sunday, friend, all I can say is that it was late. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you? No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Kim, it seems that this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need, the lieutenant says, closing his notebook. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Vildroit. Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. New skill point. What's an official like you doing in Martinaise? The coalition is only looking out for the price stabilité. He raises an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? So you're some kind of bureaucrat? What is this international community? What is the price stabilité? Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took off the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. He smiles. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. So you're some kind of bureaucrat? Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé, working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. He glances at his watch. This is one of the main projects of the moral intern. Encyclopedia. Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stabilité, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not. What is this international community? La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. What is the price stabilité? It is the most important thing. And that doesn't tell me anything. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stabilité is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stabilité. Kim, basically it makes sure that the price of bread doesn't change. Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That is why the Institute of Price Stabilité works to keep inflation just below 2%. Below 2% of what? But not too far below. No, too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. You're not answering my questions at all. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about benefits of the price stabilité. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? Okay, sure, give me a leaflet. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'etre of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. He pats in his pockets, but oh, I don't have any of my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available as part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency. I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more. It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition. Turn to Kim. So what I'm hearing is that we're moral intern bitches. Ooh, turn to Kim. So we're actually working for the moral intern? That doesn't seem so bad. Let's go for that one. Kim, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern. Turn back to Sunday friend. Are you a moralist? But of course. But why? Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. Lieutenant, are you a moralist? Composure. You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself. Kim, I'm a lieutenant of the RCM dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revachol. A very moralist answer, the man nods. But what is a normal, stable world? Martinaise doesn't seem very normal or stable to me. Martinaise? No, Martinaise is something else. What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world? Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. He gives you an approving nod. I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. Kim, the lieutenant clears his throat. Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM. Are you oppressing me, asshole? You oppressing me, Kim? Continue. Ah, my friend, but the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. And you're telling me this world here is working out well? It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Tell me about Sur-la-Claire. What is there to say? Sur-la-Claire is a modern urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it's the great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes. Rhetoric. Darlings? That can't be an official designation. So what makes Revachol Sur-la-Claire's darling? Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Claire. Its language, its people, its cuisine even, or at least in the downtown La Delta area. Taste. Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Claire's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes. Enough business, let's talk about something else. Whatever you wish, officer. Can you tell me about your friend? Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands and that's all that matters. What's Kedra? How did you two even become friends? You still haven't told me who he is. What are you doing with his apartment by yourself? What's Kedra? Kedra is a candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, their potential membership is more contentious issue. What do you mean? That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21 and it's been pending ever since. But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between? It's warm, he nods. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra is an emerging market, but still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate. How did you two even become friends? How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola, oil platforms ablaze in the night, civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here and my friend too. You still haven't told me who he is. Sorry, who? The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him. But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization. So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of fine arts, yes. Conceptualization, as though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is. Which arts? He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself? I'm just enjoying the view. The man smiles, nodding to the window. What view? It's dark outside. Listen, he says, raising his hand. Hearing. A baby is crying in the neighbouring apartment. Someone's baby is crying. No, listen, he says again, looking outside. The Insulindian Bay. What about it? This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. A busy bee? What an odd choice of words. I had something else in mind. Thanks, I've got all I need. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need for me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Hold on, why can't we talk later? I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around this apartment. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. Hold on, why can't we talk later? It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. Logic. That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night. Thanks for the heads up, but my work here is done. Of course, I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation. Useless. Absolutely useless. Okay, we've got a skill point that we do. So is there anything here? So Inland Empire, Suggestion. Inland Empire or Suggestion and Perception. Maybe I don't care about that for the time being. Maybe I should unlock another one of these. Because actually, well, see, I don't know what these give. So if they were to give Inland Empire, then I assume that would unlock one of the things anyway. And these things tend to give like a couple, right? That's XP. No, better loot. +1 conceptualization, +2 perception, 3 shivers. So these look like they're probably better in general. What did I want to have? This was to find out the armor. Don't know what that one was about. Rigorous self-critique, some kind of superstar. Kingdom of Conscience. Actual art degree. Finger pistols. Wasteland of Reality. Oh, that was the alcoholic one. Yeah, definitely we're doing that one. It takes forever too. Do that. Perhaps it'll end before we finish the game. In possibility. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it for today. I'm calling it. Let's see. Let's just go through. We need to sing karaoke, but I failed the... I need to upgrade my... I don't even remember what it was, but hey, we'll find out. Don't know that. Can't do that. That'll be the next day. That's just talking to people. Can't talk to... Need to make a truce with Kuno. I've got some smokes. That might work. But I need to do that after Kim's gone to sleep. I haven't found that entrance yet. I need to go find... Oh, well, now that I've got my badge, I can probably go get some more information from her. So there's that to do. Haven't found any oil. I'm still going to fail that. I'm not high enough. Find smokes and smokes them. For those massive bonuses. Putting in equipment... Well, I don't know if I want to do that. I've got to give his jacket back, and then we're going to arrive at 10 o'clock. What time is it actually? It's past 10 o'clock, so tomorrow we will get our jacket back, go talk to that woman, maybe go talk to Joyce, hopefully Kim will go to sleep, go talk to Kuno in the middle of the night, and yeah, there's shit to do. There's shit to do, let me tell you. So we're going to save, and we're going to say thank you for watching, au revoir, goodbye.